Hey, Namaste, bitches. It's Teresa Giudice, and I'm here with my co-host, Melissa Feaster.
What's up, Namaste, bitches? What's up, Teresa? Welcome back. We are so happy to be here, as always. I thought a lot went down over the holiday break, but nothing as explosive went down over the holiday as what is going on right now. Holy crap. Teresa.
Well, there's a lot going on, but you don't even understand. I was dying. I don't know if you know I was dying, right?
What? Oh, being sick.
Yes. I don't know what I caught in Mexico, but let me just tell you,
At least it doesn't itch.
Wait, I was dying. No, you don't understand. I was dying. Thank God it was like at the end of the trip. So I started feeling the last night I was there, but I pulled through because I was like, I have to go to dinner with my kids. We had the best time. Yeah, but I don't know what it was, but I'm feeling better now. I just went to go get blood work. But let me just tell you, today is my 5-month anniversary with Louie. It's 5 months, yeah.
Happy anniversary!
Thank you. So Louie has, found out a few little things about me, that, he didn't know before, living with someone, or like when someone gets sick. First of all, I've never felt like this in my entire life. I thought I was dying. I told Gia, I think I'm dying. Tell your sisters I love them. Tell Louie I love him so much. Tell little Louie. No, I'm not kidding. You have to talk to Gia. I really was giving her my last wish list because I never in my life, like I stayed in bed like 3 days straight. Like I came home Monday night. I was in bed Monday night. I was in bed Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm never in bed 2 days.
You know what?
You have days in bed. Like that does not happen for Teresa Giudice. Like
you're not down.
Nothing stops me. Yeah. So to me, this was like, what the fuck just happened to me? What?
You did get hit. By the way, I don't ever remember you like this when you even had COVID.
No. Yeah, COVID was nothing. COVID, I had to just stay locked in my room because I had COVID.
And you had like the sniffles.
Yes. I'm like, this was just, I had swollen glands. That was my only symptom. My throat didn't hurt. No cough, no cold, nothing, swollen glands. And then I got the chills and the sweats. And I was like, what is happening to me? So then Louie tries to sleep with me like the first night.
Like sleep next to you or bone?
No, sleep next to me. Are you crazy? I had the chills. I did not want to be touched. I was like dying. No. So you don't understand. So you know what I do when I don't feel good? I make noises. Like I'm like, like, no, I just swear to God, I do that all night long. Like, and I don't know, maybe it's like a meditation.
Wait, what was the noise? Because my mic went out a little bit. What was the noise again?
Like it's like, I swear to God, like I'm like, I make all.
Did he think you were having an orgasm or you were sick?
No, I swear I make these noises. Like that's what I do. My kids already know. I'm like, So like it helps. I don't know. It helps me cope with how I'm feeling. So he's like, babe. I don't think I could sleep here. He's like, so I'm like, all right, hon. I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, you can go sleep downstairs. I said, because I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like, yeah, I'm really not feeling well. And I'm like, I don't want to keep you up all night because I know you have to work tomorrow. So I'm like, go sleep downstairs. Yeah. But this is what I do. I make noises. So I made noises for 2 nights. And then he tried the next night. And then I guess he went downstairs again. Poor guy, kept him up for 2 nights. Oh, wait. And another thing. I sweated so much. I had to change my clothes. Like I think 100 times.
You changed 100 times.
Much.
Yeah.
I was sweating through my clothes. First of all, I hate sweating. I don't like to sweat.
But Louie sweats a lot, right?
Louie sweats.
All men sweat a lot, though.
I mean, I guess like when if he likes to sweat. Like I don't like to sweat. Like I don't sweat. Like I don't even at the gym. I don't like to sweat. Like I tell them to put up the air conditioning. I stand in front of the fan. Like in our gym, we have a fan on. Like I don't like sweating. I sweated so much. I was like, I've never in my life sweated this much in my entire, I was like, oh my God. So in a way, I've lost like, I think 10 pounds.
All that water coming out.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing, like, and then I guess I'm like, I feel very cleansed. Like I like, and you sweat everything.
All the toxins came out.
Yeah, all the toxin, all toxicity came out. I'm like looking at the bright side because I really thought I was freaking dying, Melissa. I thought I was dying. I was like, what is wrong with me? I've never.
That's the answer, Teresa. So when you watch the season, you got to just sweat a lot. So all the toxicity of you watching the show just goes out and just pours out of your everything. It just pours out. And by the way, are you going to tell me that Louis, for your 5-month anniversary, got you a sound machine so he doesn't have to hear your weird noises?
I know. Oh my God. I know. He's probably like, I can't believe she makes noises when she don't feel good. I was like,
well, you know who is feeling 1,000% worse than you right now?
who? You're
Jen Shah.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit balls.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you saw this, right? That she is going away for 6.5 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Teresa, that is like bonkers. Okay, so she's going away for 6.5. I thought she was going to get 10. So I think she actually got off.
Yeah, listen, it's sad. Like, I wouldn't steal anybody's money. Yeah, I would not do that. Like, I would never do that. Like, that's so bad. I don't know if that's, and that's the thing. Like, oh my God. I mean, I signed papers, but like, I would never steal anybody's money. Like, that's so mean, like, imagine like, and then people think that their money somewhere and then someone's stealing their money. Like,
well, that's Jen Shah. That's why it was so sad, because Jen Shah did that to people. And not only that, like, she literally went after elderly. I mean, they don't even know how to use a computer. You think they're of course they're going to trust you to like help them.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. That's like, and not only that, the difference too is that, you were just like, I'm signing papers. I'm listening to my husband. My husband doesn't do like the shady stuff. And not only that, all we've seen all season with Jen Shah and last season is I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. And now, you watch it back and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just hearing this woman say I'm innocent over and over and over again when she knows damn well what she's been doing. And
see, that bothers me because I was really, I did it. I did my jail time. I was really innocent. I just signed papers that Joe told me to sign. And, again, I'm going to say it again. I was at a lawyer's office with the lawyer, like when you buy a house,
just signing the docs.
Yes. And that's all I did. That's all I did. So I didn't know anything. And anytime I would ask Joe, I'm like, do we have to sign like income tax forms? Or yeah, Tree, don't worry. Everything's good. Everything's good. Like he always just yes me to death. He was that type of guy.
But he also wanted to handle it. He's like, this is the men. The men handle this business. The women, he's old school. Like, you stay at home. You take care of the kids. I'll be out working. I handle the business. Like, that's his mentality. It's not because he was trying to be shady. The core, Joe is not a shady, like, malicious, hurtful person.
Yeah, no. But, like, I would never... Like, oh my God, any of it.
Could you imagine, Teresa? What did you do? You did 11.5 months?
Yes.
Could you imagine, Teresa? 6.5 years.
My bunkie, my roommate, she had 6.5 years. And she was in there a long time. Sad.
Like, what would you even say to, as a mom? Okay, so Todd's going away for 12. Doubled Jen Shah. But Julie... Chrisley, 7 years, Jen Shah, 6.5. As a mom, they both have kids.
And when you do federal, you have to do like 85% of your time. Like you have to do when you do state, it's only half. If you get like 10 years, you only do 5. Isn't that crazy? I guess because the time is harder. Maybe that's why, because the time is harder. Federal, the time it is. It depends where you go. It's not as harsh as state,
What would you say, though, to them as being moms, going to jail away from their kids and their family?
I mean, what do you say? I mean, you're going to try to keep it together as much as you could while you're in there. That's all you could do. I mean, I know my kids know that I didn't do anything. Joe told them. But like when you're stealing people and the kids could read this.
Yeah, because they're
like,
older. Both of their
yes,
kids
and
are
be like,
older.
and be like, Mama, why'd you do this? Like, what do you say to your kids to that? You know, like, so I can't relate to that because like I would never do something like that. You know, I would never. Like, before I do anything, I always think about my kids. You know, it's like,
Totally.
so that's to me, I'm a mother. You know, I'm a mother first. That was like my first priority always. Like always from when I started the show. Like I always put my kids first. You know?
Did the kids come visit you a lot when you were away?
Yeah, every week.
Every week they came.
Yeah.
Do you think that was harder for you because you're like, I'm seeing them, but now I'm not seeing them? Or do you think that's what kept you like staying strong?
Oh no, that's what kept us staying strong. Yeah. And
Is seeing each other.
yeah. No. And they wanted to see me. They were so happy. Yeah.
Because I was also reading too something with one of the Chrisley's kids, the daughters Savannah said something like, I'm literally putting my life on pause until my family gets out. No marriage, no kids, no nothing. I'm not doing anything until my mom and my dad get out. And she's in her, I think she's 20 something.
That's up to her.
26.
She really shouldn't do that. But, you know, she should live her life because her parents made a mistake, and she should worry about her life. That's what I would tell her. If she was my daughter, I'd be like, do not put your life on pause. Live your life. And how many years did her father
12 years. The mom got 7.
Yeah, no, I would not put my life on pause, especially at that age. You're a grown adult. You should live your life. You have one life to live and live it the way you want to live it.
Totally. And
I would tell my kids to do the same. Like, do not put your life on pause. Like, are you crazy? Like, no, you know, live your life. Like, you know, obviously work hard. Don't ever do what I did, you know, and just do the right thing.
I mean, the Chrisleys are going away like soon. I mean, now Jen Shah just got sentenced. Oh, and you know what else I was reading, Teresa? That Jen, you know, for 2 seasons, we've been hearing her say, I'm not guilty, crying like this is bullshit. How are these people having these like false allegations against me? So then I guess in the courtroom, Jen got emotional. She was crying. She was telling everybody how deeply sorry she was. And she also said, which I am shocked that she would actually try to go this route. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. But she said, quote, with the proper medication, I can now see what happened.
Oh, no. Listen, I didn't even cry in the court. When I got sentenced, I didn't even cry because I know in my heart I didn't do anything. And I thought I was not going to jail. Like, I really thought I was not going to jail. Like, I was like, this is a joke. Like, this is literally a joke. Like, and then when I don't even know when whatever the judge said, like her wording, I didn't even understand what, like, she was talking so fast. And then I was like, what did she just say? And then I missed when she even like said it. And then I asked my lawyer and I'm like, did she just say I was going to jail? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
And then I was just like, that's
bonkers.
I'm like, this system is so fucked up. Like, you know, I'm like, it's just so crazy. And I guess because I was in the public eye, but I swear, like, I mean, I really in my heart, because I know I didn't do anything. And I was just like, this is such a joke. And then to hear the judge, I mean, I could say it now, to hear the judge say things, that stuff that she heard on the show that I guess my own family members were saying, to me was so heart-wrenching. Like, was so disgusting to me.
What do you mean? The judge was coming at you saying this, and this because they heard from your family members that you had done things?
Yeah, look, like she was like, yeah, the judge made comments. Like, yeah, if you read the transcript, like based on the show, yeah, she was making comments. And I was just like, wow. I was just like, I can't even believe. And I remember like my brother saying one thing, like my sister always carries the latest designer bags and or something like that. And it's like, excuse me, like what? First of all, why? Yeah, it's just so crazy to me because now I'm rewatching everything. not rewatching, like watching it, not, because this is the thing. I lived it. And yes, we had to write our blogs and, and
You
then
didn't watch every season.
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
From when my brother came on and Melissa came on the show, I did not watch the show.
Right.
Because it was just too hard for me. And first of all, I was a mom. Like, I was like, all right, I film, then that was it. Like,
but I'm back to being a mom.
Priority was my children.
Right.
Like, I had 4 kids and that was my priority, my children. Like, I worried about my children. I lived the show. So it's like, yeah, I knew exactly what went on, but I never knew exactly everything that my brother and Melissa said about me.
Right.
And then I always thought it was my Melissa that was the problem. And no, it was my brother too. They both, like, it seemed like they both wanted the fame and they both wanted the money, like the paycheck, that they like getting the paycheck every week because they were both saying shit about me. It was,
and look, it's like,
that's why it's fucking crazy to me to watch and to hear the shit that they were saying about me. And it's so crazy. I mean, now I put 2 and 2 together. It's like they only came around when filming was around. Like, I'm so stupid. Like, because I'm a softie and I'm all about family. So like, I really never like saw the whole picture. And I never really saw that my brother basically used me.
You don't want to see that, right? Like, why would you don't want to see those things? Those are people that you love, that you have dear to you.
Yeah. And my parents were around at the time.
Right.
So I guess, and like, I think that's why Melissa always like figured, let me, like, I could say anything I want to Teresa or say anything about her and even my brother, because she'll always forgive us because, she has no choice. And how bad can I go after her? Because if I go after her, then I'm going to lose my brother. So I'm sure that's what was in her mind too. So no matter what, Teresa will always forgive me. But that bridge is cut off. It's like, it's closed off.
It's floating in the ocean somewhere.
Never happening ever fucking again.
Jen Shah's trying to get that bridge to get her ass out of jail. Look at how it comes back though. You were saying things from the show came back in the courtroom. The judge was spewing out to you for your sentencing. And then Jen Shah, same thing, because I also read that her tagline for season 2 was, the only thing I'm guilty of is being Shah-mazing. And I guess the feds used that same line that she had as a tagline in Housewives, used that against her in the sentencing papers, basically claiming that she was like mocking the system. Like, she's literally making fun of the system as she's scamming the system.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, now, and look, I'm saying it the truth. I'm like, the feds could be listening to me right now. Like, I know in my heart, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't steal anybody's money. I signed papers that my husband told me to sign. That's why, like, all the women out there, make sure if you sign papers, but just make sure your husband is up on everything. Make sure he's filing his taxes. That's the thing. Joe filed business, but didn't file personal. Which I don't understand why he wouldn't do that. But listen, and this is why he made a mistake, and this is why he's living in the Bahamas,
But can you imagine both of you guys being in on it? Like, they're saying that Coach Shah was in on it with Jen, and Todd and Chrisley did it.
So why didn't he get indicted then? And this is what's so crazy to me. This is why I feel like the system's so fucked up in a way, some of it. Because Joe had a partner. My ex had a partner.
A business partner.
And nothing happened to him. So either he said, you guys should go after Teresa.
Yeah.
And then they thought that was a better thing because I was on TV. Because that was the thing. I was like, okay, I would be fine with this happening to me. But why is this happening to me and not his business partner?
Right. Totally.
So that's what's so crazy to me, because that's why I was so upset for so long. I was like, why didn't he go away?
The whole guilt by association doesn't hold true for everybody. You were guilty by association.
Then afterwards, I heard he never filed taxes for like 10 years. And I'm like, what? But then I guess they wanted me because I was on TV,
Well, that's the other thing that's shocking to me too about this whole Jen Shah thing is because Coach Shah is this like, the words of wisdom. Everyone comes to him for advice. He's like the calming, smart, like logical person on this show, right? That Jen's always coming to you for advice and everything else. And like, you just look at him and you're like, what a good dude. You're a coach. You coach football. You love your kids. You love your wife. You're all about your family. And now after all this, it's coming out that he possibly had something to do with it.
This is crazy because why wasn't he indicted when she was? I don't understand.
The crazier part is, Teresa, is you're not even a head football coach. He's in like an assistant or head of like defense, like, I don't know, the D-backs or something. You are not making that salary being an assistant coach, supporting that lifestyle with those $80,000 parties, all the handbags, all the clothes, all the the jewelry. Like, you're not making that money as an assistant coach. So there's no way he did not know about this because, if your wife is getting and collecting this stuff and giving $5,000 gifts to her friends and this and that, aren't you going to say, what's happening here? How are we doing this? So the whole thing is just bonkers. I never want to see anybody go away from their kids, but I also, you see these articles and you see the doc about Jen Shah and like the scamming and these elderly people. Like, I think about my grandparents, if they were scammed and they want to kill themselves because they're like, I have nothing.
Yeah, that's sad. I feel bad for people like that.
It's sad. I mean, crazy. Like, Chris Lee's going away big time. Jen Shah going away big time. It just goes like, listen, your shit is going to come out. Especially, it just shocks me. Shahtastically shocks me that you are going to be doing all this stuff behind the scenes and then go on national television. How do you not think this shit is going to come out?
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Because
insane.
I remember I even asked Joe before we get on the show, I'm like, should I do it? He's like, yeah, if you want to do it, you do it. I don't want nothing to do with it.
So, but Joe also wasn't plotting and scamming for years and years and years and years.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the thing also. Yeah. I mean, not at all. I mean, obviously, if he thought, I know one of my other friends was going to do the show and her husband said, well, if you want me to go to jail, then do the show. And
because so he was doing some shady shit.
And so I guess, she couldn't do the show. So like, that's the thing. Like, Joe, I'm sure if he was like doing shady shit, then he would have said to me, no, sure, you can't do the show, and he never said that. So
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Coach Shah was maybe involved in something like this. I'm shocked for how long they've been doing it. I mean, and supposedly she might have to pay back, like, I think it's something like $9 million that could be on the line. This chick does not have $9 million to pay back to anybody at all. They even said that the feds went into her closet, raided her whole closet to try to get, to get all this stuff, the goods worth a lot of money, and it was all fake.
Oh, well, I mean, then they're not going to get it.
Yeah. It's just, the whole thing is just sad. It's sad. And mostly the thing that I feel the most sad about is these kids.
She has kids?
Jen Shah has 2. Chris Lee's have, I think, 4.
How old are Jen Shah's kids?
High school-ish, I want to say.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
They're older. They're not babies. None of them have babies.
Still, like that, sometimes that hurts harder if they're in high school.
Because they get it.
Yeah, then everybody knows about it, yeah.
I mean, what would you even say to them going away, leaving your family, leaving your kids? What would you even say to them?
What are you going to say? I fucked up. I made a mistake. I'm like, don't do what mommy and daddy did, or don't do what mommy did, because the Christies are mommy and daddy and Jen is mommy. Like, yeah. I mean, they basically, they did it. I mean, with me, I said to my kids, I wanted my kids to know I did not do anything because I wanted them to know their mom was innocent, and I signed papers that their father told me to sign. I mean, I was very open with them. I told them the truth, like, because I wanted them to know the truth. And, I'm like, when you guys get old enough, you guys could read all the transcripts from the judges and everything. And then, when you get old enough, you ask your father, he'll explain everything to you. I mean, look, Gia was so into it, and she wants to become a lawyer.
Really, because of all this.
Yeah, and she wants to help other families because, I mean, listen, the law is the law, but then sometimes it is unfair because, like, you know, I don't think I should have went to jail. I mean, okay, you want to punish me, give me probation, but to take me away from my 4 kids
that's
for 11 and a half months. And, you know, like, I'm being honest with you, I didn't do anything. Like, I signed papers that my husband told me to sign. I'm sure you do that too, Melissa.
Totally.
Like, a lot of women do that, and they could have saw. Okay, now I can finally say, so everyone, we always look for an answer like, why is this happening to me? And you don't get your answer right at that moment,
for sure.
But then you get it like maybe, unfortunately, sometimes you'll get it a month later, sometimes you'll get it a year later, sometimes you'll get it
10 years later.
Yes, but you always get your answer. So guys, I finally got my answer. So I feel like I had to go through all that. That was part of my journey, that everything I had to go through in order to meet Louie.
Well, and that's the best part of growing and going through shit is that you find the reason, why did I have to go through this? You don't dwell on it and, turn your life into this like pity party, and you don't get better from it.
I never did that. Thank God. Yeah. Because I was like, in my heart, I was like, you know what? I know I didn't do this, but like, I guess there's a reason why I have to go through this. And that's how I always like faced it. And I was like, all right, so I'm going to do this. And you know what's so freaking cute? Last night I saw my father-in-law, and he's reading my book, my memoir that I wrote when I was in jail. And he's like, Teresa, oh my God, he's like, I have the utmost respect for you, even more after reading your book. And he's just like, wow. He's like, I love how you just, push through it. And like, you're like, you didn't let it take you down. And I was like, yeah. I was like, no, because I was like, it's not going to take me down. And then I said to him last night, I was like, yeah, I feel like I had to go through all this because I said I was a very loyal wife, and I probably would have never left Joe.
Right.
And maybe this was a way of
ending it.
Ending
to find Louie.
Yes.
The silver lining is always there, baby.
Yes. And I mean, I hate that. I hope Joe one day could come back, because I know the girls would love for him to be back in the USA. And like, I wish he could come back, because that is harsh. Like, the guy's been here since he's 1 year old. To get deported to a country that he doesn't even live at, it's like, it's so stupid. And then the law changed. Like, first it was both parents had to be, as long as both parents became American citizens, but then only his father became an American citizen before he was 18. So it's like the law changed right after his father did it. It's so crazy.
Listen, that's why you have gotten bigger, better, stronger, is because you did the time, literally, right? And you learned from it. And I feel you were not meant to be with Joe. And that was in a super screwed up way. That was the way of getting you out of that relationship, getting you guys not together anymore, you being free, and you finding Louie.
Yeah. Because I always I would always say, really, God? Like, why am I here? Like, why? I'm like, I get it. The scenery is so beautiful, because I did see the 4 seasons, and outside was so beautiful. And I swear to God, I used to like work out so much, but I actually took time for myself, which I've never done in my life. And then that's what I used to tell God too. I'm like, really? I get you're trying to give me a break, but you had to give me a break here, like that.
Hey everyone, this is Heather Dubrow, and do I have some exciting news for you? We are launching a variety of new episodes that are going to have amazing special guests, some of my close friends, and so much more. It's going to be really fun, and we're going to get to hear from fans, new friends, and get an inside look of my world. We're really excited for you to listen and join in for Heather Dubrow's World on Podcast One. Episodes drop on Thursdays and Fridays. Tune in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We have a huge break from a certain someone on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, now forever on the show. Did you hear about this with Lisa Rinna?
Yes, I just heard, yes.
So what do you think about Lisa? 8 seasons and she is gone.
I mean, I guess we'll, find out the real truth. Like, she wanted to leave, right?
She's claiming that she is walking away.
Right.
However, I don't know if I'm so convinced that she's
right. I mean, that's the thing. The truth's all, it's eventually, it always comes out, like what actually happens,
I mean, if you have the seasons that she's been having lately, and
like I remember Jackie, people didn't know what was going on with Jackie, and now I think everybody knows that she got demoted to a friend.
Oh, right, on yours, right, yeah, right. Yeah,
it always, like, the truth always comes out, or I think she said she was taking a break because of her eating disorder, and everybody's like, can you not, like, why are you lying? Why are you saying that? Say the truth, That's why on my show, there's a lot of lying going on.
I think there's a lot of lying going on across the board on every show.
Yeah. I mean, I just know my show. I don't know about other shows, but like my show, it's disgusting. Like I mean, it really is. Like there's so much lying going on. Yeah. Lying through their teeth. Through their teeth.
Well, there's a lot coming out right now.
For fucking 10 years lying through their fucking teeth. So it's like you lie about one thing, you can lie about anything. That's all I have to say. And there's a lot of skeletons that are going to be revealed. Let me tell you.
Well, a lot of skeletons are already coming out of the closet right now.
Oh, I know.
This whole off season.
I know. And like filming. And that's what I'm saying. I guess the truth does always come out, I have to say. So unfortunately, it just had to take fucking 10 years. Damn, that's a long time. But I guess it's all when it's due to come out,
And like you said, at some point, you'll find the reason why it took so long for it to come out. And unfortunately, you got to go through 10 years of it for it to come out. But it's better late than never.
Yeah, and I was such a fool, such a fool.
You're not a fool. You just don't want to believe that people that you love are hurting
you. It's like I'm a softie and I'm all about family, and it's like, look, and then when your own family fucks you, it's like the worst. That's why it's so sad. But
well, Lisa Rinna, I really don't believe that she walked away. I think that she was very problematic in the last however many seasons, literally getting in a fight with everybody. Last season with your girl, Kathy, right? I mean, just a lot of issues. She goes to BravoCon, gets announced to come on stage, walks on stage when people flicks everybody off. Fans, all of the Bravo world flicks them off. She goes on Watch What Happens Live. Andy Cohen is like, Lisa, on the show, Lisa, you are like a hot ass mess on social media. And Lisa's laughing like, I know, I can't control it. Yes, you can, bitch. Like, control yourself. We all have self-control.
Yeah. The way you're describing Lisa Rinna, it just sounds like Margaret on our show. Like, I mean, I've never seen somebody so messy and so involved and so toxic. Because
the stuff that was coming out with, she thought that account was Jennifer Aiden.
No,
is that what we're talking about?
No, it's just how she's behind a lot of the stuff that's going on in our show. And I just hope the truth does come out, I really do. I just hope it all comes out, because I just heard her recently saying something about Louis trying to be a little shady, her and her husband. And it's like, are you serious? It's like, you need to get a life. Like you cannot, she's very messy, very dirty, trying to hurt people's families. And what she did to Jennifer and Bill, I mean, that was crazy. And then the whole rumor.
Oh, when she talked last season about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that whole rumor, that I heard that rumor about Jackie and Evan from my brother. So then my brother obviously either heard it from his wife. He's not going to admit it to me. He heard it either from his wife or he heard it from Margaret and Joe.
Oh, got it. That's how the whole thing started. Yeah, you were blamed for it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the one that brought it out on the show, but I thought that, I swear it, and I'm saying it again, I thought Jackie was going to handle it like I handled it with Joe Giudice. Kim D came up to me. I hear Joe Giudice is cheating on you. Really? Prove it, bitch. Like and I thought that's what,
and then move on.
Yeah. And move on. Like, I didn't know Jackie was going to cry over it like all season long. And it's like, really? Like, why? Like, I don't get it. But listen, some people know how to cover up their lies really, really well. Let me tell you.
People know how to play the game. And I think
on my show, because I've seen somebody tell a lie for 10 years and with a fucking straight face and lie through their freaking teeth. So they know how to cover up a lot of lies. Like, there's a lot of buried skeletons in the Real Housewives of New Jersey, girlfriend. Do you know that? There's a lot. There's a lot.
You can tell me all the skeletons.
There's a lot.
Well, I think too, people try to play the game and then the game catches up with them, right?
I hope it catches up to fucking Margaret and Melissa because there's a lot of fucking lies. No, seriously. I hope it all comes out season 13. Can't fucking wait.
Wait, can you not wait?
I can't.
I think the game caught up with Lisa Rinna too. Like, she was trying to.
Well, that's what I mean. I've always been real. I never lied, said the truth. Yeah. Did I bring out the Jackie and Evan rumor? Yes, because I heard it. Okay. What's wrong if I said it? Like, I heard it,
you were told by another source.
Correct. And then the only other bad thing, what did I do? Oh, because I told Danielle to pull Margaret's hair, because Danielle came up to me. Yeah, I was drinking. It wasn't my idea. She came up to me. Should I pull Margaret's hair? And then I said so all I thought in my head, I was like, oh my God, that's going to be great TV, Right. That's how I was thinking. I was thinking like a producer because I've been on the show for so long. And I'm like, yeah, do it. Because I'm sorry, if I was fucking Danielle too, after everything that Margaret did to me, I would have fucking pulled her hair too.
No, you would not have.
No, but if I was Danielle, like, I'm just saying, like, but this is the thing. You can't do that anymore. We live in a different society. Like, even me, like, I don't want to flip fucking tables anymore. I know my brother's trying to act like me and wants to be like me, but that's over. He needs to stop being Bam Bam and needs to he needs to come on. He needs to stop being Bam Bam because he's not Bam Bam. Like, we live in, going into 2023 and we need to act like adults, speak with our words. Well, I'm serious. That's what no, really, you can't. Bam, 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 bam. We can't do that anymore.
I think we have a new Teresa that is seeping out of your pores from being sick for so long.
Yeah, see, I think all the toxicity is coming out.
It's literally coming out, folks, as we sit here and talk.
I sweated all the toxins out of my body. Yes.
Wait, Teresa, real quick though.
Yes.
Because I have one more important question for you before we have to wrap up.
Yes.
What's that sound again that you make when you're sick?
No, wait, no, not that one. Wait, no, hold on. And then I'm like, wait, no, I forgot. Wait, you have to ask Louie. Louie would.
I don't want to ask Louie. I don't want to ask Louie.
Wait,
I don't want to ask Louie.
I swear I make, like, poor guy, the past 2 nights I made those noises. He's like, babe, he must have looked at me like I was like an animal or something. I don't know, or I was like, what is this in my bed? Like, what is she making these?
I cannot wait to see the sound machine, the extra loud sound machine that he got you for your 5-month anniversary. And on that note, you guys, thank you as always for listening to Namaste Bitches. Don't forget to hear more of us and mostly Teresa making her I'm sick sound. You guys have to follow, rate, review Namaste Bitches wherever you get your podcast on.
When are we going to take more questions from our fans?
Your questions are going to be now going forward. What sound? You guys don't forget to follow us on Instagram too. That's at Namaste Bitches Pod. Teresa, where can they find you?
At Teresa Giudice.
And I am at Melissa Feaster. You guys, thank you as always every Wednesday for tuning in. We love, love, love you.
Love you guys from Namaste Bitches.
And we will see you next